Everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. Welcome to my channel. Today, I am in Philadelphia at the Franklin Institute, and we're gonna learn science. I'm so excited. Let's go. So when you first walk into the museum, its namesake is right here, larger than life. You have Mr. Benjamin Franklin. You know, the guy with the key and the kite, you see it, right? So we bought the tickets online, and there's these little kiosks, and you just scan the email barcode, and your little wristband pops out. So I picked up a map. So we start here on the first floor, and we are in the atrium, which is where ticketing is. And we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do first. So I'm standing here waiting for Roy, and I found it's not a press penny machine, it's a commemorative coin machine. And look, it says start your collection. And look at this, it has all these different commemorative Franklin coins. And then you select by pushing the button, and there's like the observatory, and there's one for just the Franklin. Look at that, pretty cool. But if press pennies are more your thing, they do have press pennies also. And the instructions are multilingual. Roy. Hi, Roy. And we're going to my favorite part of the museum first. We are going to the giant heart. I love the giant heart. I don't know why, but I do. We're gonna go to the giant heart. The giant heart. Let's go learn about circulation. So this display is teaching us the different sizes of different hearts of different animals. So this one coming around right here, this one is a cow. That one is a polar bear. The next one is a hippo. What's next? Oh, that's a horse. This one coming up is a horse. And then, what's the next one? Oh, an elephant. This one is an elephant. And the biggest one on display is... What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, a beaked whale. Oh my goodness, that's a whale heart. But if we look at the tiny side, this little tiny one right here, that's a canary heart. It's the size of like my pinky nail. My word. Here it is. Here it is, the giant heart. I'm like ridiculously excited. I don't know why. I love going through this heart. Let's go do our impression of blood, and we're gonna go and be blood going through the heart. Heart entrance. Thump, 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 thump. Oh my gosh. You hear it, right?
Oh my goodness.
Thump, 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 thump. Oh. Okay. We are entering the right atrium. This is where we first enter the heart. It says the electrical system and the tricuspid valve. Okay, let's keep being blood. We are in the right ventricle, and that is where the blood is pushed into pulmonary artery, the road leading to the lungs. Okay, going this way. Oh, this is a narrow staircase. Okay. Blood must have good leg strength to make it up narrow staircases. I'm just kidding. Blood doesn't have legs. It's okay. Okay, we are now at the top of the heart by the aorta. So here's the aorta, and we're up here at the top. And that is inside the lungs. But look, we're up here. This says we are in the left pulmonary artery, and we are going into the lungs. Let's go down the steps, and this is where the oxygen exchange happens. Ooh, are these like alveoli? Is that the little air sacs? Okay, we're leaving the lungs. We have our oxygen. We've collected oxygen, and now we're going back to the heart. Back to the heart. Now we are in the left atrium. So we went from the right atrium to the lungs, and now you are here, left atrium. Okay. into the left ventricle.
Does that make me a fat cell?
No, you're a blood cell.
I'm a blood cell.
You're a blood cell.
Just as long as I'm not a fat cell.
No, you're a blood cell. Okay, now another very narrow staircase. It's narrow. It's very narrow. Like, claustrophobia could be a thing. We are now in the aorta. And we are now leaving the heart. So this way to the body. And we did it. We did it. So we got to pretend we were blood. We went through the heart. We went through the right aorta, and we went to the lungs. We got the oxygen. We brought it to the other side, and then we came out to the body. We did it. We were successful blood in the heart. Oh no, Roy wandered off. I have to find Roy. Oh, he's around the world. There's a big map on the floor, but I found him. He wandered so far away, I needed a map to find him. I found you.
Very interesting.
What is?
Areas that have less markets and require more driving to get to supermarkets are a lower smoking area.
Interesting. Where does it say that?
I just put the three together. Which has more supermarkets. Dark has less. This has more supermarkets. So then, of course, that means that areas with no supermarkets require more driving. This area requires less driving. But when you go over to smoking, this area smokes heavier than the outside areas that drive.
Interesting correlation Roy has made. He's using his noodle. So they have this display that looks like blood platelets. And it talks about healthy eating and proper portion sizes. So it says, compare the portion sizes of these everyday objects to one serving, maybe smaller than you think. So it's saying a serving of an apple should be the size of a baseball. A serving of pasta should be the size of a computer mouse. The size of a protein that kind of looks like a T-bone steak. A deck of playing cards. And one serving of cheese, one domino. One domino. That's it. That's a serving of cheese. I eat too much cheese. I do. Cheese is too good. I'm going to find out how many cups of blood are in my body. There's like this scale and this tube. And I'm going to step here. And I push the button. Oh, the blood is flowing. The blood is flowing. How many cups of blood do I got? Okay, it's more than 5 cups. We're approaching 10 cups. I am a very bloody person. 15 cups. We are approaching 20 cups. I have just under 20 cups of blood in my body. What do you think of that, Roy?
I don't know if I have more.
Okay, Roy is pushing the button. Let's find out how much blood is in Roy's body. 5 cups. We're at 5. It's still going. 10 cups. We're at 10 cups. Okay, still going. So we're at 15 cups. We're approaching 20. Approaching 20. 20 cups. He's like 23. I'm going to say that's 23 cups of blood.
21.
Oh, it's 21? Okay. 21.
I have 21 cups of blood in me.
That's a lot of blood. Okay, enough of this blood business. Now we're going to go to the Earth section. What is it called? Changing Earth. We're going to learn about the planet. Earth changes. It always has and always will. No rock is forever. And it shows different types of rocks. So this one looks like pumice. I wonder if that's actually pumice. This one looks like granite. This one kind of looks like either like a lava stone or mica, because I see like layers in it. It might be mica. This one looks kind of like onyx. Let's see how good of a guesser I was. Let's see. Okay. That was not onyx, it was slate. I was correct on the granite. I don't even know how to say that. Pahoho? I wonder if that's like a type of pumice. I don't know. I was clearly not correct. I don't know my rocks. I clearly need to educate myself on rocks. I am in the right place, so I'm gonna learn more about the rocks. This is talking about the earth moving under our feet. So this is learning about earthquakes. And then this is the magma, and then that shoots up through volcanoes. Let's see what the rest of this display is. Oh goodness. Yo, I'm about to be magma. Thank you for holding my little bag.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go be magma now. Oh man, it is a lumpy, bumpy ride to be magma. Oh, I should have gone the other way. That would have been easier. My word. Okay, I gotta go feet first. First is the way to go. Okay. I am definitely bigger than the average piece of magma. But I've erupted. My phone fell out. Oh, goodness gracious, I need that. So we are learning that we need to have a good balance in our soil. So there's 3 soil samples here. And if it's over-fertilized, there's just bacteria, and that's not balanced. Healthy soil, however, has all of these different things in it. Look at that. It has a whole ecosystem. And then restored soil has the bacteria and the fungus spores. You gotta keep that soil healthy. You gotta do it. So now we're gonna demonstrate why plants are important. So we have this example of grass, and it's got all this sand in it. But because of the grass, the sand is sort of held in place, right? And it lets life thrive because it's holding everything together. But then we look here where there's no grass, and look at that sand. Look at the sand, it's gonna slide. It's shifting. There would be mudslides if it rained, like all those things, right? But by having plants, it helps to keep everything good and secure. We're gonna find out about how big my carbon footprint is. So, it doesn't have a thingy, so I can't move this. I've gotta move it to here to an apartment. For its type, I would say it's on the medium side because it's not a studio. I usually travel by public transportation. That's my #1 mode of travel here. In a week, I travel probably about 50 miles. In a year, I will fly. Oh, that varies year to year. We'll say 10 hours I fly. Things I buy are made either locally or internationally. It's a mix, so I'll go in the middle. My stuff is mostly secondhand, new but kept for 5 years, or always brand new. My stuff's old, yo. I eat meat. Well, I don't eat cow, but I eat chicken and fish. So I'm gonna leave that at every day and assume it doesn't mean cow. I recycle as much as possible. Oh my goodness, move. Okay. I compost food scraps and yard trimmings. I do not, because they do not have compost pickup in my area. I've actually checked. So what does that mean? Okay, it says I produce 12.32 tons of carbon dioxide every year, which is less than the average US resident who produces 16.64. Okay, so I'm doing better than average. But we could always do better, right? We can always improve. So maybe there are some other things I can do to lower my carbon footprint. And now we're moving on to learn about electricity. This is apparently the first battery that Ben built. It says the Leyden jar was an early device for storing a charge. Ben Franklin found that if he linked several jars together, he could discharge them all at once, generating a greater jolt. Ben called the invention a battery, a military term for a row of guns firing at once. Ben Franklin wrote the book on electricity, and here's the book. And I have it open to this page about letter 6 from Ben Franklin.
I'm not a good conductor. Like the only electricity.
We'll use the mirror to see.
There we go. See it?
No, because I'm using the mirror. I'm sorry I zapped you, Roy.
You zapped me good.
I'm sorry.
Because I know that electricity is running through me.
How much electricity does it take to light a light bulb? Select a bulb by touching the button and holding it, and turn the crank. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's see an incandescent light bulb. Okay, turn the crank. Oh, there, it's going, it's going. You're doing it. You're working pretty hard to get it to turn on. Okay, this one is the fluorescent.
Not as hard.
Okay, what about the LED? Oh,
Whoa.
That was like a second. That took nothing.
That's nothing.
That took nothing at all to get it going.
Wow.
And then go back to the incandescent for comparison. Look at that. That's incredible.
Yeah, wow.
That's like a huge difference.
That's a big difference. That's a very big difference.
Yeah, you like that LED, you just like tap it and it was like,
Yeah, it takes no power at all.
that was amazing. It's about 1 o'clock, maybe a little earlier, but we're getting hungry. So, to the eatery. Roy got these chicken fingers, and they had some dipping options. So he got into the honey mustard there. They also had sweet and sour, barbecue, and ketchup. Then for me, I got, look at this. I got grilled chicken and string beans, and then Roy's gonna eat that rice. Yeah, look at that. They have good food for the Mercury. I am happy. So our next stop is your brain. Maybe my brain, maybe Roy's brain. I don't know, but we're going to a brain. Your brain. Let's find out. Let's learn about the brain. I see brain waves already. Look at that. Hey Roy. Hey Roy. What's your brain telling you about the brain exhibit?
And my brain is off kilter.
Oh, goodness gracious. They have a plasticized human brain and spinal cord on display. That's pretty cool looking. Look at that. Plasticized brain and the spinal column. Look at that. All the little tendrils, all the nerve endings in there. Look at that. Roy is teaching people about plasticizing. Then they have art on the wall of the different parts of the brain. So there's the different lobes, temporal lobe and frontal lobe and occipital lobe and
These are the different parts of the brain.
parietal lobe. Next up, I'm gonna do a scan of a brain. Yeah, there's a scanner here and we're gonna find out what it looks like when you scan a brain. Okay, so they have this cool scanner. So it says scanner and there's like a dummy in there. And we're gonna scan and see what we learn. So we have all these different images and it changes as I'm moving the bar.
I can't hear you.
So you can see the different levels of the brain. Look at that. You get all the way down to the teeth. You can see the teeth in the ear. There's the nose, the nasal cavity is starting. Look at that.
Sound it up.
Yep, the eyeballs are there now. Brain tissue.
You're not gonna get it looking at me.
Awesome. See a real neuron. Look at this. There's a neuron. It's like almost just like a filament. But yet, that's what's sending all the signals. That's what makes us tick. Roy is sending signals through this brain.
I'm getting mixed signals.
No, that one doesn't want to send a signal. There it goes. Oh, and do you see the chaos theory at work? You're touching the same one and different things happen. Right? Jeff Goldblum would teach you about chaos theory for that one. Next room has this huge sort of play space, but it's full of kids, but that spot's empty. Kind of cool. There was a whole big play space where kids can like crawl through these tubes and be like neurons firing, but it was very crowded and full of kids, so I couldn't go crawling around. We're gonna fire a model neuron. So the neurons are these like golf balls, and I have to spin this. Okay, you ready? So spin, 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 and you can see it's starting to light up. It's starting to light up. The neuron is gonna fire. Whoa! The signal was sent. Hey Roy, what's your favorite thing about the brain?
That it thinks?
Oh, I thought it was that it fires neurons.
Now it is. It has neurotransmitters going.
No, they went. Well, this seems precarious. And I mean, it's telling us to look up. This seems a bit precarious. I don't know about this, Roy. My brain, because we're learning about the brain, is telling me don't walk under it, walk around it. What is an optical illusion? Why, my friends, a barber pole is, because it looks like it's moving up, but it's actually just going around. Welcome to Brainboro, your hometown upside down, complete with a bookshop. It's not a real bookshop, it's a facade, but let's see. Oh, do the arches match up? Because they look like they would be shorter and not aligned, but in fact they are. Look at that. Okay. Turn the shapes into words. So there's all these different shapes over here. And then you sort of can read in between the blanks. Here we have Dr. Thalamus's family practice. Some brain scans in here. Turn off your perception. Press any button to start. And there's like a brain display here. Okay. Are these? Yeah, those are the buttons. Okay. Roy's checking out some more optical illusions over here. So I thought we were going to have time to go downstairs and see the space and the planetarium stuff, but I also did the Disney exhibit today as well, and that's a separate video. But because I spent so much time at the Disney exhibit, we ran out of time. The museum's closing in 10 minutes. I don't have time to go and see the space stuff. Oh no. So, I mean, that's it for today, I guess. So I'm gonna head out. Gonna head home, and I'll see you all soon. Till then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.